We can go further with the double tracking idea by stacking more and more power chords on top of each other. In essence, triple and quadruple tracking them, and so on. What I've done here is to record 3 more sets of double-tracked power chords to experiment with. To refresh your memory, I'll first play the track with just the simple double-tracked guitar part, one guitar on the left and the other guitar on the right. As you listen, focus your attention on the way that the guitar sits in the mix. Try to get a sense of its density, its size, and its texture. And then let's compare what it sounds like when we add additional layers of double-track guitars. So we'll listen now with 4 guitars, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And then we'll listen with 6 guitars and then 8. For now, I've simply duplicated the amp, cabinet, and mic settings so that the guitars on the left all have the same settings and the guitars on the right all have the same settings. This way, we can focus on what happens when we stack multiple performances using the same guitar sound. Of course, in an actual situation, you'll probably experiment with different amp settings and so on to achieve the sound and the width that you're going for. So what we can hear by adding these extra layers of guitar is that the part seems to become thicker and more dense. It seems to sit in the mix in a smoother and more blended way. In other words, if we compare the first version with only 2 guitars to the version with 8 guitars, we can hear that the texture of the part has become a thicker, denser wall of sound. Now, the danger of adding so many guitar parts together is that, at a certain point, they can become blurry and muddy, especially if attention isn't paid to performing the parts cleanly and tightly. Realistically, you'll probably end up doing 2 to 6 parts. Let's move ahead now into the next video and look at some of the other fun things that we can do with distortion.